Well, two teams, one battling up for the trophy and the other battling up for the Champions League spot, are going to meet on Sunday. That is Arsenal versus Newcastle, and it's Newcastle hosting Arsenal at the St. James's Park, a stadium that really seats 52,305 people down in Newcastle. Welcome to this channel, Rokani Media Football it is. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Arteta comes into this game of football knowing that Man City are going to fast play ahead of him. They're hosting Leeds, that is on Saturday. That is 5 p.m. all 17 hours. They're going to host Newcastle, they're going to host Leeds, and obviously we know that Man City might win that game of football. They are favorites to win, but we know there is what we call a new manager bounce, and Sam Allardyce might try to make it hard for Man City at Etihad by parking the bus, because we've known his philosophy. So never say never. Points might go to Leeds or Man City, but if at all you are to go all out, if at all we are to go all out and really bring on what we know about City, you just have to give City a green light. They're going to go ahead and really kill off this beautiful game of football. So we expect Man City to win. That means Arsenal will go ahead to play against Newcastle if at all Man City wins, when City is 4 points ahead of City, meaning that Arsenal is going to be having a lot of pressure to go on and really do the needful and obviously do this job. And we saw it in the game of Man City they played against West Ham, because by the time they played against West Ham, Arsenal had just gone ahead to beat Chelsea by 3-1, and Arsenal were back on top of the table. Then you saw to it that in the entire first half, Man City struggled to go past West Ham until it came to the second half, when they really went ahead to open them up. So I think the same pressure is going to be directed to Arsenal, and now we are going to be seeing what Arsenal is going to be doing onto that beautiful game of football. And when you look at Newcastle, they are placed third onto the Premier League table, and they are tussling it out with Manchester United, Liverpool and Brighton. I think those are the teams that I think can really make it, because Newcastle are having 65 points, Man United are having 63 points, Liverpool is having 59. They've gone ahead to play one more game than Newcastle, meaning that if at all Newcastle, when they get the game they have in hand, they'll be having 68 points, and they'll be 9 points clear ahead of Liverpool. So it shows you that it's really tricky, and Newcastle is going to play Arsenal when Liverpool has gone ahead to play. Liverpool would have gone ahead to close down onto Newcastle, and they'll be having 62 points, 3 points behind Newcastle. It shows you how tricky it's getting as we get into this season. So it shows you that both teams need the win. Now, we don't know where this is going to lie. You know, it's hard really to predict a game of Arsenal, because you don't know how they're going to look on the day. That's the most important bit of it. You'll never know how good they're going to look on the day. And to me, it's really something that Arsenal has always gone ahead to do. The last time they came here at St. James's Park, Arsenal lost by 3-1, if at all I'm not mistaken. And this season, Arsenal drew 0-0 with Newcastle at the Emirates. But all the players of Arsenal are back, apart from Saliba and Tomiyasu. So let's wait and see how that's going to go. But I've always told Arsenal fans that if at all they can score against Newcastle, then they can win the game. I saw United go to Newcastle. They never had Casemiro, but they had put up a fight. The problem was they never scored a goal. I think if at all Arsenal score a goal against Newcastle, it will be a different game altogether, like it was at the London Stadium and the Liverpool Stadium, that is Anfield. It's going to be a huge test of mentality of Arsenal players. But look at Arsenal, Gabriel Magalhaes might be making his return, because he really walked out of the pitch. He looked injured of Chelsea, but the manager told us that they need to see today and tomorrow, that is Friday and Saturday, whether he's really going to pass the late fitness test. But that shows you that he's going to be back, according to me. Saliba is out, Tomiyasu is out, El Nini is out, and the rest of the players are really available for a team known as Newcastle. Jamel Lesgales is really out. Then Emily Kraith is also out. Sean Longstaff is out. Saint Maxima is also out. Ryan Fraser is another one who is out. So that means they're really having lots of people injured. But I think the team they're having can go ahead and really give Arsenal a very good go at the stadium of the St. James's Park. Newcastle is really one of those teams that is really enjoying a very beautiful form or run of games, because I think they last lost. Newcastle have been having a very good form. You know, ever since return from international break, Newcastle have gone ahead, I think, to win all its games. They beat Man United 2-0. They beat West Ham 5-1. They beat Brentford 2-1. Aston Villa beat them by 3-0. I think that's the only loss they've got. They beat Tottenham by 6-1. They beat Everton 4-1. They beat Southampton by 3-1. That is their latest result they got. And I think they need to put themselves in a situation on obviously doing the needful as a team of Newcastle. So let's get into the system, the players that we expect Mikel Arteta to field on the field of play as they talk on his side, known as they go on to really face a side known as Newcastle, because this game is really huge and I think Arteta should make some changes. In the game Arsenal played against Chelsea, some huge changes were made by Mikel Arteta, and we expect more of those to be made by the gaffer of Arsenal this time around, because Jakub Kiwior came in through and played in the central defense, meaning that two left-footed central defenders were played into that mix as Arsenal faced a side which goes by the names of Chelsea. And this time round, we can't predict what he's going to go ahead and do, but we just have to go ahead and really contemplate on what he has always done game in, game out, and really find out what he might really find as his first 11 for this team of Arsenal. So smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So let's see how Mikel Arteta is really going to stand into this beautiful game of football as it takes on Newcastle. A must win. And if at all they don't really get 3 points out of this game, I'll call a trophy gone. I'll call the trophy gone, according to me, because they are going to find themselves in a position of really not offering lots of things that they really deserve as a team of Arsenal. And I don't know what I exported here, but we're having a little bit of a glitch here. It's Newcastle versus Arsenal. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? All right. A little bit of a glitch that I'm really trying to really correct here. All right, let me try to find the right video here, place it here. All right, transform. All right, get the filters out. All right, so we are having the system that Mikel Arteta is going to go on and really apply on the night. That is, it's a 4-3-3 system. We expect Mikel Arteta to come on and really put up such a system, and it has been one of those systems that is not going to change day in, day out. That is Mikel Arteta. Then in goal, obviously Aaron Ramsdale, a man who pulled out close to 3-4 saves this season, and they need him a clean sheet, and is tied on 12 clean sheets. So we expect Aaron Ramsdale to start in goal. Now, Ben White is really going to be played as the right back for Arsenal. I think that position is going to be maintained highly. Then Zinchenko is going to be played as the left back for Arsenal. I know some people would say, why not Kientien? He's going to be facing Miguel Almiron. That's it. Then Ben White is going to be facing either Joe Willock or Isak, depending on how the team is going to line up, because sometimes you'll play Joe Willock that side, or get Murphy to play that side, or there is another player known as I think those are the three players he can play that side: Isak, Murphy, and Joe Willock. Three players. Joe Willock facing his former side known as Arsenal. So we go to the central defense. I believe Rob Holding is going to retain his position because I think he trusts him a lot, as he went ahead to really give him a go in the big games that Arsenal had against Man City, against Liverpool. So I think this is another big game that is going to bring in Rob Holding. Though Jakub Kiwior came in through and really played very well and really gave the game the attack that it deserved against Chelsea. But some people have gone ahead to argue that the attack line of Chelsea was really weak. That's why Mikel Arteta went in and really said, let's go in for players like those. So that's what we are really getting in from the source of teams of teams or supporters of Arsenal. But I think he really did the job. He really got the job done and dusted. That is a player known as Jakub Kiwior. So I won't be shocked if at all Jakub Kiwior plays into the central defense of Arsenal again as they take on Newcastle. Central defensive midfield. The other one that really came in through is Jorginho, and if at all I'm Mikel Arteta, I would keep Jorginho as a constant in that midfield of Arsenal because he really showed us the potential that he has and what he adds to this team. Then the rest, Martin Odegaard scoring a brace against Chelsea starts, and the man who put up a hat-trick of assists, that is Granit Xhaka, also starts into that midfield three to go ahead and really accompany himself with the Jorginho man. So after that, we are going to see the front three where Martinelli was benched, and I think Arteta will go ahead and really bring in Bukayo Saka, right forward. But if at all I were me, I would have benched Bukayo Saka and started Leandro Trossard. Then Saka comes off the bench because he's really in a very bad form of his life. Then Martinelli obviously playing as a left forward, and guess who's leading the line? Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is leading the line. So those are the 11 players that I believe Mikel Arteta is going to go on and really line up. Martinelli is going to be facing a player known as, what's his name? Kylian Trippier. I think he can really go past him easily because of his pace and his tenacity. He was rested in the game of Chelsea, played like 20 minutes, so he's going to be fresh for this game. Bukayo Saka is going to be facing Ban. I think he can really be a very huge threat to Ban, being played as a left back. Then Jesus, Bootman in there for you. And is it Sharp, the central defender of Newcastle? Those two are really going to be facing Jesus, and I think Arsenal, this is going to be an end-to-end game. That's it. It's going to be an end-to-end game. Arsenal is going to attack Newcastle, and Newcastle is going to go ahead and really flaunt other attacks to a side known as Arsenal. So to me, I believe it's really going to be a very hard game for both teams. And Arsenal need a win. Newcastle need a win. So let's wait and see how that game is going to go on and go. But I think this is the hardest game of football that is hard to predict. But I'm calling for a draw. That's it. I'm calling for a draw. That's it. Because it's really a hard game to give to Arsenal and give to Newcastle, because it can go either way. But I think the most appropriate result is a draw between Arsenal and Newcastle, according to me. So I don't know what your thoughts are about this game of football, but you can as well go into the comment section, tell me your thoughts about Arsenal versus Newcastle. But these teams are all vying for positions. Arsenal wants to still pressurize a team known as City. And if at all they really drop a point, 2 points or 3, the dream of the trophy will be done and dusted. That's it. Then for Newcastle, this game is really so much important, because if they continue to win all the games they're still left with, they will go and qualify for the Champions League. You've heard a story today I've brought that Neymar is being linked to Newcastle, and Newcastle really wants to sign the player in the names of Neymar. So guys, as it stands, don't really look any further apart from this beautiful game of football. I think in the entire weekend, this is the biggest game of football. That's it. It's the biggest, and it's really going to be watched by very many people. So your predictions are welcome in the comment section below. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Your predictions are welcome in the comment section below. Good night to all the viewers of Rokani Media Football.